So I saw this, plants don't want to be eaten. And it was like, oh, what does that leave? Everything is alive, all right? Everything is alive. We live in a system, in a reality where we have to eat. It got me to thinking about the whole thing, the whole world, this reality that we live in. And you want to eat things that are alive, because the only thing that's going to give you life-sustaining properties are the things that are alive. What I do is I look at this whole system as one giant organism, this world that we live in. We live in this grand cycle of birth, life, death, birth, life. There is, a process within this world of duality, this balance, this left, right, up, down, predator, prey, and then there's gravity, the spin, the churning, pushing, and pulling. Within that arc, there is decay, crazed anxiety, and push to manipulate and get us, all confused. We're going through a cycle, and this is the decay and rebirth process. The decay you want to stay away from. I equate that to what's happening within society. What you see around you and what we're hearing on the news and all these things. The madness, right? Within decay, depending on what it is, you can have a fermentation, which creates what we call probiotics. These aren't just metaphors. This is what we are in the process of right now. This decay of the old life. It's coming to a close. And there's definitely a fermentation going on right now, and there are many like you and I who, I guess we're sort of the probiotics. Rather than focusing on the individual personalities and who's freaking out and who's being inflammatory and who's spraying stuff in the sky. I don't like it any more than you do. But these are all symptoms. If you and I are going to spring from that in the form of fermentation and become the probiotics that help this new way of thinking, this new way of living, this new consciousness, you got to stay away from the decaying flesh. What is living in our world that will feed us and make us healthy? That's love. That's being kind. That's looking at what works for us. That's what we need to live on. The things that really bother us, the things that are wrong, that's part of the decay. Don't eat that. It will not make you healthy. So stand back, look at the whole thing as a living organism, our world. All the crazed, maddening things that are happening out there, that's part of the decay, and it's going away. And it looks really ugly because the decay looks really ugly. Let it go through the process. And that is a metaphor for looking at the entire world that we live in. What makes us strong, what makes us healthy, what makes us happy. You know what those things are. Don't eat the dead flesh. Don't eat the decay. Help others find the healthy.